What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we're back again with another Transformers review. Yes, it is probably the worst Transformers Studio Series figure out there on the market. Actually, correction, I take that back. Studio Series Soundwave, the satellite version, was worse. But anyhow, today we're going to be taking a look at the Studio Series number 50 Transformers The Last Night Deluxe Class Hot Rod. Now, with this release, yeah, it's okay, I suppose. Let me explain. This mold, if you're new to my channel and you're new to this Transformers scene for it all, you'll. This is from not from World War II. The toy itself, like the character and the way it looks, yes, that is World War II-esque, okay? So the vehicle here, I don't even know what on earth this is. I don't know. It kind of looks like something that came out of Captain America, the First Avenger, the first movie. But I'm gonna be honest, the main reason why I bought this figure was pretty much just for the gun. Really, I mean, that's it. And if you haven't seen Transformers The Last Night by now, hopefully you haven't, because it's one of the worst Transformers movies that we have on this planet, you will have noticed that Hot Rod did turn up in the movie, and I'm not a fan of this mold at all. The biggest reason I really bought this was just for the gun and the head sculpt, so I can throw it on my actual Last Night Hot Rod, make it look a little bit better. But anyhow, so what's going on is with this is supposedly an armored car, but first we can't look at the figure. No, we gotta look at the box. So the box is obviously Studio Series. Hold on, gotta get that right shot. Gotta get the right shot there. That'll do it. But for the box, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the box. Like, really. Okay, so the box itself is pretty much just your typical Studio Series box. Mine's just a little dusty because it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. You got Hot Rod on this side. You got your deluxe class A deluxe, deluxe class A, and class A de lujo. Once again, please tell me if I say those incorrectly. And this is Hot Rod. You get your you get your 2-sentence bio there. Come on, focus, camera. Oop, nope. Anyways, the little bio says, Hot Rod teams up with Bumblebee to provide serious firepower during the assault on the enemy stronghold. That's hooray. Anyhow. And once again, also with the packaging, you do get the display. And I gotta say, I like the display. I do. However, I see what symbol they were trying not to show. This was supposed to be supposedly in World War II, so obviously there's no let's say this, fascist signs. There's no fascist sign, or not even fascist, dictatorship sign. There's no sign there. There's no symbol. Goodbye, package. And hello, figure. So, with this figure, as for his accessories, it does come with, obviously, this gun, and that's it. That's all it comes with. Hooray. So, without further ado, before we get into that, whoa, almost knocked my camera out of its tripod there. Before we do anything else, we're going to need to take a few comparisons, shall we? So, here he is to my last Studio Series review, Dino. Here he is with Shatter. Jet version, at least. Here he is next to Blitzwing. And last but not least, I only picked this figure up today, today being 21st, so I only just picked this figure up today. I got it for a steal. But here's the other Studio Series Hot Rod. And as you can see, alright, I'm going to be straight up honest. When the review comes out with this, it's going to be a little bit of a hate fest, but it's not going to be the worst thing, I promise. But anyhow, without further ado, let's get to the transformation. Now, this is a legitimate repaint / remold of Studio Series World War II Bumblebee, and this is the transformation is exactly the same, So, first thing you're going to want to do is lift this entire shell up. What? He's a shell former? Absolutely. There was no way you were going to get that whole vehicle into something without a shell. I mean, granted, I'm sure some third-party company will do it, but I just feel like saying it right now, so I will. You're gonna want to pull this piece up, the piece where the turret goes. You're gonna want to essentially pull it up, rotate it, make sure the turret post is facing inward. Close the gap, and there you have the backpack almost complete. Because then you're gonna want to come back this direction, and nope, you're gonna stay together and push the whole ensemble back just a hair. With this, making sure that you push this panel right here, push it right all the way back, smack up against it, and then push this all the way down. And that's pretty much the entire backpack. So now let's work on the rest of the figure. Let's push the head up from this chest piece here. And the next portion, this is where things get really weird. And I say this because I don't like the way this aspect is, but you're essentially going to want to take this whole shoulder section and rotate it towards yourself like that till the shoulders come up to about chest length, and then you're going to want to push them in. They will tab in very securely. You'll hear that little click. Make sure this is up just enough, and then come down to the shoulder piece sections and just fold them in like that. And then do the same thing on the other side. Pretty much hinge them all the way in. And essentially the backpack is going to look something like this. And pretty much that's the rest of how it's going to go. You're going to close the backpack up. And while we're at it, let's flip out the hands. Rotate at the elbow and flip out the hands. And with the feet, it's pretty straightforward. Split them if they haven't done that already. And I'm going to do this to see if I can do this on camera. You're going to want to pull this out. Push the foot down, close the wheel in, and then push it all in so it kind of gives that faux sense of transformation there. Pull this back, fold down the toe, close that in, rotate it to the side, and make sure everything is cleared. Make sure everything is all secured nice and snug-like. This one doesn't like me. Stay. There we go. And straighten everything out. And there you have World War II Hot Rod in his robot mode. Yeah, his robot mode is his robot mode. And like I said previously, it's legitimately just a repaint, not even a slight retool of World War II Bumblebee. This is just a legit straight-up copy. The only thing that's different is the weapon and the molding of the chest. Pretty much everything of this figure has been slightly remolded for Hot Rod. Some stuff have not been. I don't know which ones right off the top of my head because I don't own World War II Bumblebee because I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. But you know, I mean, it does come with the gun that I want. That's pretty much the main reason why I bought it, was just for the gun and the head sculpt. But anyways, let's do some comparisons without this piece here. And we'll start off with Shutter. Give him some space here. There he is next to Dino. And Blitzwing. And last but not least, the other Studio Series Hot Rod. And just for the final comparison, here he is next to RC. Throwing 30s RC, I should say. Now, when it comes down to this figure, do I recommend it? No, I don't recommend it. It's not that I have a distaste for this figure, because, well, actually, correction, I have a huge distaste for this figure, but, there were so many other figures that should have been made, like this one, during that time period, and I must say, okay, I'll give Hasbro a little bit of credit. Hasbro and Takara a little bit of credit for this Transformer, because it is technically from a movie. It is technically okay, but it's just not. It's not all it was cracked up to be. Let's just put it that way. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of us Transformers fans knew that when we were going into this. But is it a good figure? I mean, it's okay. I mean, the only problem that I really have with this figure, actually, is its balance point. Like, I can just touch it, and it... Like, I barely touch it. I kid you not, this thing just can't stand up to save its life. Come on, stand. Yay! Hey, hurry. But yeah, I don't recommend this guy to really anybody. I mean, unless you're a Studio Series completionist, which I'm sure there are plenty of you guys. So if you're one of those people, absolutely, go for it. I say it's a perfect figure for you if you're doing that. If you're a completionist. But I'm not, so I really don't care for this figure. The only real reason why I purchased it was for this. His stop the time gun. Yes, this gun stops the time. But I can't. This thing is just awful. Anyways, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to check out iStar552 and Take Along Productions, as I know they do really cool stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to one last person who I will say. There is a guy named Pizza Chef. I don't know who entirely, but they do weird stuff. Anyways, check them out. But anyways, check them out. Have fun. And this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys.